Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to some more Let's Play Hearthstone Battlegrounds. As you can see by the clock here, it's actually quite early in the morning for me to be recording. My voice is still a little scratchy. It always takes, I don't know, a couple hours, 3 hours sometimes after waking up before everything gets where it is. But I don't know, I was in the mood to play some Battlegrounds, and in fact, I did. You can see I'm over 6k now, had a good run over here. 4th place on Mutanus, a 3rd place as Guff. Oh, I think these are the ones, I think these were recorded. Or the Guff one was recorded, right? I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. And then I think I played this on my own? I can't remember. Did I record this one or not? I don't know. I know that Ragnaros and this Reform game were not recorded because I did these this morning. So a couple of second places there. The 1st, the 3rd, the 4th. And just like that, over 6k, which is good because before this, I had lost like 400 ranking in like 5 or 6 games, which is pretty heartbreaking. At least now there's no stress. If I lose here, worst thing I can do is lose 8 MMR, so I can't drop below 6k again. I think, as far as I know, the floor is every 500 points, sort of forever throughout the MMR ranking, which means, generally speaking, you are going to, generally always going to grow, unless you're literally going like win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, because, you know, sometimes you'll have a lose streak, but you can only go down so far, and then when you have a win streak, you can get up to the next level. So MMR inflation is just going to be a fact of life all the time. But I'm still going to pretend it's because I'm super good at this game, and I'm just going to keep climbing the ranks. We'll see. I don't know. At some point, I'll probably hit some sort of limit, right? Where just running into too many good people that I can't beat unless I, you know, learn myself something new. But that's a big ask. Are we ever going to get a game? I mean, I know it's earlier. Oh, it's going to do the thing where it disconnects me. Because the button's not there, but we're not actually connecting. It's going to time out. So it might, you know, it says, oh, someone didn't connect. But then you get to reconnect on your own end button. So I don't know what it actually means. Maybe I should just Alt F4 this? What the heck? I'm just worried if I don't stay here, I'll, like, lose rank for abandoning a game. I don't think there's reconnection protection in Hearthstone. Not for Battlegrounds. I think if you get disconnected during a regular duel... Yeah, there you go. Failed to start because an opponent failed to connect. And then it tells me I'm offline. So I don't know. I think I might be the one who didn't connect. And that there's a game going out there with 7 people plus my ghost. But yeah, at least I don't use rank for that. But yeah, I think if you're doing a normal duel, or like arena or something like that, I think if you disconnect and you restart the client, I think it'll jump you back into the game. But it doesn't do that for the Battlegrounds. As far as I know, I don't think I've ever disconnected partway through a game. Except, I guess there was that one video where the game froze / disconnected on the turn we lost. Okay, I don't like Edwin or Arana. I like Cthulhu, and I like Maleficent. I think Millie is higher ranked. I don't think Cthulhu, I think he's tier 3, Millie might be tier 2. Just curious as well. Oh no, the other way around. That's interesting. Really? I didn't realize Cthulhu was considered that strong. He's actually one of the first... He may literally be the first character I played when I restarted Battlegrounds, you know, a few weeks ago. Just on my own. Interesting. Well, we'll grab him because it has been a while. And I was going to say, I think I'd like to play him anyway because he's kind of fun and entertaining. One of the things with Cthulhu is you do level very, very differently here. Because you really want to use his ability, the Saturday Cthulhu's, every single turn because it does scale up. So we're actually going to heal hero power on turn 1 over here. Boom. Next turn, we'll have 4 gold. What I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze the board. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the Alley Cat, put him to play, sell the Tabby, which will leave me with 2 gold. And then I can hero power again. Because I've seen it explained. Like, let's say you get to turn 10, right? If you've skipped 1 turn throughout the process, that means you have 10 fewer +1/+1s in play.
Have a good
because you're hero powering for 1 less every single round. Now, it might be a little bit moot because, you know, is it targeting something in the first place? You know, you might be selling. One of the problems with Cthulhu is you can end up in a situation where you don't want to sell your guys. You end up with like a 15-15 Tabby Cat, and you're like, all right, I guess this makes sense. There are Murlocs, never mind. Yeah, so our big challenge is going to be the fact that we're probably going to get, we're going to run into a face full of poison later on. But we'll see. So as always, when I have something that gives me huge scaling stats, one of the things I'm looking for is generally Divine Shield, if at all possible, because it will protect our stats versus poison. And versus not poison, it means they get to attack twice with their huge buckets of stat. But really, it's about being able to soak a hit from a poisoned minion and not die, and not just waste all those stats along the way. So that's generally what I look for. We're not really looking for, like, a dying beast comp. Even, like, any beast comp over here I don't think is really what I'm looking for. With the exception that, like, Cave Hydra, for example, is quite good with the Cthulhu, right? So we might be looking a little bit more Menagerie-ish. Looking for as many things with Divine Shields, I don't know. So again, I want to be able to use this. This will leave me with 3. I guess we could just level. Yeah, I guess I'll do that in level. It'll put all the stats on the Alley Cat, which, I mean, whether the stats hit the Alley Cat, the other thing I might do is buy a Micro Mummy. And at least he's got some purpose in a mech build, because his Reborn will trigger the Deflectobot's ability to respawn as Divine Shield, which is quite nice. But otherwise, I mean, the Micro Mummy itself doesn't really benefit that much from the stats. And again, if it's there sort of to die, maybe having a bunch of stats on it doesn't matter. So, I don't know, we may as well just leave the stats on the Alley Cat. Maybe it's just going to stay in as part of the Menagerie build if it gets that many stats accrued. We'll see. None of this is very enticing. Well, I can reroll once. That'll leave me with 5, which means then I can buy and still hero power. This is all kind of lame. I could just not buy anything and just keep the stats going on the Alley Cat. On the other hand, the Tormented Ritualist is quite good in the early mid-game, and actually does benefit tremendously from having a bunch of stats on it, because if it can survive for multiple hits, then it'll trigger its thing. And I think with Cthulhu, at some point, it's hard, right? It's like anyone else who's got a power that gives stats. It feels really difficult to sell the minions that get the stats. But sometimes you can get into a sunk cost fallacy there, right? It's like, oh, how can I possibly sell my 8/8 Alley Cat at this point, or 9/9 Alley Cat at this point? Well, because there are better things out there. Ideally, the sooner we can do that, the better, because then it can accrue the stats. You know, the replacement can accrue the stats. But we'll see. Alright, well, we're definitely going to win this. Oh, it sucks that it's that attack, but it's only 2 extra stars of damage. Not much of a big deal either way. Bum, 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 bum.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
I think I just level hero power. Because at level 3, like, if we're hunting for things with Divine Shield, perhaps as a, in a Menagerie thing, Crackling Cyclone, Deflectobot become great picks. They're both level 3 options. Yeah, I think I'll just level hero power. And at least this way, like, I could buy more crap. Like, buying more stuff gives you more stats on the board, right? But I'm already getting a lot of just raw stats over here, and that would spread the tokens. At least this way, even if these guys end up being lame, I might be keeping a giant oversized Alley Cat, but at least I'm not holding multiple things. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm playing not standard enough for the hero power, right? And that's the thing, you do have to adapt your play for what your hero power is, but, you know, standard optimal play is still standard optimal play. You don't want to break away from that too much. With the exception that I want to hit this button every single time. Every turn I want to hit this button. So effectively, I gotta play like I have 2 less gold. But otherwise, maybe I shouldn't vary my, you know, in-game play too much. Hopefully get the draw here. Yeah, you're obviously gonna die there, but you'll take him down, which is good. And nope. The attack order had to be slightly differently somewhere along the way for us to have that 1/3 chance of a tie. At least we didn't take too much damage. Still have 30 hit points.
I've got some fresh recruits.
None of these are really what we're looking for. I mean, it could be fun to throw the replicating menace on something. I'm not going to level here. I mean, the ideal is you buy 2 in hero power right now. And maybe we just do. You know what? Now, the thing is, this is quite good. But I don't really want to put the stats on it, but we may have to. I think that's my best play. Or I could buy the replicating menace and just hold it in my hand. but I don't think that's very good. I think what we have to do is we do have to get some more bodies on this wall. It's too bad that this triggers at the end of your turn, so you can't, like, use it and then play something, you know, to get your order the way you'd prefer it, or anything like that. I guess we'll just do this. We want this to die as early as possible, then this one doesn't really matter. It could be later. I don't know. Maybe it actually would be better like this.
I think you can win this thing.
Oh, if anything else, the Tormented Ritualist needs something on both sides. So actually, I've narrowly avoided making kind of a dumb there. So the Selfless Hero got a bunch of stats, which may or may not be fine. Again, we kind of, the goal of it is to die, right? So we kind of don't want it to have a ton of stats. On the other hand, it's a pretty good unit that we might keep in play for a decent amount of time, so having it deal a little bit more damage before it dies might be good. If we could just, like, give all its stats on, like, on the attack side and leave it at 1 HP, that might be the ideal. But we can't do that.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Okay. I could level hero power. I mean, I know we want a hero power. So that leaves me with 7. I could then roll and buy 2 things. At some point, I do need to keep leveling up, though. We're missing some stuff, like, at level 3 that we're really looking for, but there are other things we need to hunt for as well. And leveling quickly and aggressively is always going to be nice. And maybe even more so with Cthulhu, because we really want to get, like, just higher quality units in play that we care about buffing, and it tends to be higher level. So I think I will level hero power, reroll and see if we want to freeze. The Wildfire Elemental scales extremely well with stats. I wonder if it's worth locking for. It might be. And then I also get to pick up a Defender of Argus,
Keep up the
which we can figure out where we're going to deploy afterwards. But yeah, the Elemental does scale exceptionally well with stats. You want it to overkill as hard as possible. It actually worked out okay. This thing took the extra damage, and then still died sort of on schedule. Ideally, we want the bubble to go on our biggest possible thing, but this works out okay. Actually, we're going to deal a decent amount of damage. So, I don't know if I want to give... Well, actually, giving you Taunt would be pretty good. And heck, maybe we give this Taunt because we really want this to survive to attack. And there's no reason maybe not to throw Taunt on this guy. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to re-roll one time. I think I'm going to want Bolvar. What the hell was that? Do I freeze for Bolvar? Or I could sell. Okay, hold on. If I do this, put you into play. I think it's okay to taunt you up. Sell you. Sell you. Do this. I guess I still want that. This thing really needs to die as early as possible. Yeah. But then I want this to attack as early as possible because its superpower is attacking. Okay. So, I mean, getting anyone with Divine Shield, like, I'm never impressed with Bolvar. I tend to skip him a lot, but he's got Divine Shield, and we've got ways of giving him a billion stats. And actually, the fact that he's got Taunt now means we could even get the Arm of the Empire. Although, I don't think we need it with Cthulhu here. Oh, we are going to likely win this one, which is nice. What are you going to bubble? That over there, okay. Unfortunately, Bolvar died before he got more buffs from the Alley Cat's bubble popping, but that's fine. That's the thing, Bolvar, if you've got enough Divine Shields, he does get, like, bonus attack, but it's still like, ooh, you can get +2 or +4 or +6. Ooh, it's so game-breaking in the late game. Like, oh. It's like, his ability doesn't impress me. I don't think we care about it. I could just level hero power and keep that going. I kind of would maybe like to hit more things. What if we go Macaw? Yeah, you know what? Let's pick up the Macaw. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna make sure I save 2. I don't think I need any of that. Excellent. I'll just buy 1. I'll freeze for that so that we can get a pair to maybe hunt for a triple. Now, getting this guy to have a reset would be nice, but it's not required in any way whatsoever. Just gonna hero power. So the idea is the Macaw is gonna trigger this death rattle because it's literally the only one in here. And then that'll give us more divine shields, which is going to be exceptionally good. And he has to attack first so that he triggers this death rattle. And then we're fine with this thing attacking pretty quickly after that so that it dies. And then we do this. I mean, it does have taunt, and we do have to worry about a little bit of cleaves. Okay, elementals likely won't have a cleave. If we were up against a beast person that could have a fat Hydra, then we need to reposition a little bit so that the Hydra doesn't attack this and cleave these two guys. And that would be awful. But right now we're okay. And yeah. Do we even bot? No, I think we freeze and hold on to him. I mean, him getting golden, like his golden version doesn't matter. He just gets slightly more base stats. But by playing it, we can, you know, discover which will be a tier 6 at that point, and that would be kind of nice. One thing that would be really good, actually, if we can discover a gentle genie early, and then maybe actually do some sort of slide over. That guy, okay. To an elemental comp, that might be a thing. I don't know. At this point, I think we stick with this. We're not really playing Menagerie because this has no type. This has no type. Maybe we could. At some point, maybe we sell the Tormented Ritualist, actually. I mean, it's got a bunch of stats added to it right now, but we could replace it. If we get a Dawn, I don't think we need, because we have so much stat generation, I don't think we need a Lifefang Enforcer. Grab that. I could level... If I sell one thing, I could hero power. But I don't think I really want to do that. Might level next turn. I don't think I need the Arm of the Empire. I mean, Ring Matron is very good, but I don't think it's what we're looking for right this second. I mean, this could provide resets for this, but only if I had another bot. I could buy you and just, like, see if we just get a triple generation, but I think if we're going to sell something, it's very likely to be this guy. I mean, that's really nice, but I don't think we want more death rattles because of the Macaw. I do want that guy. Quite badly, actually. Alright, well, do I? I don't know. Or it's getting a little full. It would be great to get a frack ton of stats on the Crackling Cyclone, though. Maybe next turn what we do is we sell the Tormented Ritualist. I was going to say, hopefully it doesn't get too many of the stats. I've only got an extra one. Sell you, get the Crackling. That's... Wow, this guy's got a really good comp going on. He wishes he had the Macaw. There you go, the overkill from the Wildfire Elemental. Quite good. Unlike the Dragon, it doesn't, like, keep triggering, because it's only the actual attack that does the overkill. And then the side effect, I don't think, will trigger. I don't think it does. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it keeps cycling down as long as it's still got a little bit of extra attack power. Alright. Decent amount of damage being applied there. We have the most health in the group. That's really good.
Really
Hold on to you. I don't think we're picking anything else up. I'm going to level hero power. Do I want to get the Cyclone now? Yeah, I think so. I think we got to get rid of you. Gonna throw in the Cyclone. Let me do, just in case it matters, do a reroll first. Okay, well, we're going to freeze this, try to get this guy. Because if the gold version of Selfless Hero is amazing, because it gives 2 Divine Shields. That's really good. So, I mean, the Alley Cat is unimpressive, but it does have so many stats at this point, that maybe it stays in, at least for now. Like, it becomes progressively harder to give up on these things, but it might be worthwhile. The other funny thing is that at a certain point, we might start to, like, run out of targets for the Selfless Hero to proc on, which means it's less important to pick up things with Divine Shield at that point, because everything will effectively have Divine Shield. It's still obviously really good in Wildfire Elemental. And the other thing we could do is reorder some of these things. Oh, yeah, hold on. What do you have? You have Beast. I need to make sure that doesn't cleave the wrong thing. So we are going to have to go and do something like this. I mean, I guess like that, technically if you survive, then you can attack a little faster. Because then if this thing gets cleaved, like losing the alley cat doesn't matter. And then you've got a bubble. Or I could do something like this, I suppose. So if you get cleaved, I don't know.
Everyone's gunning for you.
Something like that. But the important thing is, it can't cleave the monstrous macaw. Or the wildfire elemental, that would be kind of crappy. Well, hey, there we go. Speaking of macaws, Goldrims. Yeah, lost chance is pretty high on this one, and that does sound about right. Okay, ideally perfect, good. Good on that attack, yes. Twice, but not too much over there. There's the cleave. Blew up a lot of shields. Sucks that you survive with 1 HP. It was closer than I thought it might. Yeah, that guy got another big stat injection at the end there. That hurt, but we still have 20 HP.
I've got some fresh
Do that, because we'd really like to gold you up. I don't think any of that wants. I don't think we're leveling up right now, especially since we don't have enough money unless I started selling some stuff. No?
Better hire a recruit while you can.
I mean, these guys are great earlier, but I don't think that's happening now. I don't think we're gonna Baron. Like, we've got the Macaw, but I don't, like, if we can, especially if we triple up the Selfless Hero, and I don't know if the Macaw's got anything else that might be interested in triggering. You could do interesting thing with a Gene, but no. Or I mean, Ghost Coiler and things. I think the answer is no. Anyway, before I overspend, let's go and do that. Reroll one more time. The Faceless Tavern Goer, normally that's an automatic pickup, but I don't know if we need to play it to be able to benefit from it. So I don't think that's our way to hunt triples here. Unless there's something in here that I'm willing to sell.
Have you ever met the League of Explorers?
What are you packing? Elementals.
Great hacks.
I guess I could push you over here because I'm not worried about splash. Although maybe with the Macaw... No, there's plenty of targets. When this becomes golden, we might want to spread out the Macaw going and this killing itself. Although it keeps getting so many stats, it is going to have a harder and harder time killing itself, actually. Well, other people are scaling pretty fast. In fact, cards on the board will actually outscale Cthulhu. And that is actually incredibly dangerous, what is going on here. And yeah, about a coin flip to be lethal. And that sounds pretty right. Well, that was a very efficient kill of that guy. Damn. Getting some value. That guy, and then the overkill, but that doesn't help us. I think we killed enough that we don't die here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's good. Still a chance. Well, there you go. Yeah, we went up a rank because someone else died.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you.
Yes. I don't think we're grabbing that to gold this. I mean, maybe, but I mean, the gold doesn't matter. Can't really level right now. I don't think I want any of that. That doesn't actually help us at this time. That's not a big deal. If I did have a demon with a bunch of stats, a Soul Devourer would be kind of fun. Yeah, alright, what are you packing? Beast. I've got to be back to worrying about the cleave. So maybe something like that. Or maybe like this. I mean, that'll kill him, but he's more disposed. I don't know. We really need more stats to land on the Crackling Cyclone as quickly as possible. That would be nice. I think it's a little too late for our scaling now. We've kind of got to hope that, like, even if we lose here, that, you know, this guy who's fighting him also loses, so that we'd come in third. But, I mean, we might win, and in which case we might just be, like, up against Omu. Because I suspect Omu will win here. What are our odds? Recalculating. Oh, excellent. Okay. Now, there could be some crazy shit going on with some of these death rattles. fine. You're going to go and overkill a lot, killing macaws. Oh, I think those are macaws there. I didn't actually look at the art until the things were dying. I'm like, hold on, what was that? I think that was a very efficient kill sequence. I mean, the boards were pretty full, so macaws weren't going to do that much either, because the board was already fairly full, so not that many things were necessarily going to proc. That is actually pretty terrifying all of a sudden, though. Oh, and we still had the Selfless Hero alive. Hey! There, good. Double value. They're still alive as well, which is nice. There and die. Gonna die there. No, okay, we're good, but it was actually looking like... Because some of these, like, summon a random creature things can sometimes pull something really crazy out. Especially if they can chain to other things that summon stuff. Okay, so we won ours. Hopefully this guy dies too, and it's just top 2. Yeah! I don't think we can beat Omu. Their comp was insanely tough. I think the thing to do is to level hero power, reroll once. Hope we survive around, and then we can start rolling for tier 6s. Because, I mean, what am I rolling for right now? Well, I could maybe hit the second Selfless Hero. I guess the second Crackling Cyclones. I do have 3 pairs. But that is pretty much literally it. If I'm re-rolling now, I'm just re-rolling to complete these pairs. Which, okay, here's the thing. Leveling to 6 right now isn't going to save my life. So I guess the only thing that makes sense, the chance of advancing forward, might be to re-roll and hope we hit that pair. This is the best pair we could have hit. Absolutely the best pair we could have hit. 100%.
That's a great play. I can't wait to see this shake out.
I think we Dawn here. I mean, you've got a great Death Rattle, but we don't have the Beast. The Little Rag doesn't help. Do I sell you for the Dawn? Hope to God we hit poison. We hit poison and a bubble, which is nice. Rolling up though. Okay. Well, we have a chance. And 70% of the time we're just dead. God damn. I mean, the golden macaw and then the Baron out there is triggering a lot of death rattles. Luckily, he doesn't have the gold rim, or the gold Baron. But actually, that's quite good. We sniped the big poisoner while we had a bubble, so our poisoner's still there, although this guy's still there. Okay, they kill each other. I think we're still toast. I think the Cave Hydra's about to go and wipe... Well, no, we're just dead regardless. Still, hey, I'll take second place. I did not think we were going to end up in second place on this run. I thought this was going to end worse and earlier. So I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased. Look at that. More rank. Hooray! Alright, folks. Thanks a lot for watching another one. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.